Yo, 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 what is up, my people? What is up, my people? It's your boy Jason Gooner back again with some more content for you guys. Still steaming from the last live that we just got through doing, but we're going to keep it professional, people. We still have another game to do tonight. We have Venezuela versus Mexico. They are the two teams in Group B. Of course, Jamaica pretty much out of it. There is a metric where we could potentially still get through if Mexico wins this game and Jamaica ends up winning the last game of the group by about 3 clear goals. There is a scenario where we could still get there. Outside chance, very slim chance, but could potentially still get there. Don't think we will, but hey, it is what it is, people. We're still going to watch the football. Venezuela versus Mexico is the game on the docket for tonight. Let me go ahead and share my screen so we can show you guys the play-by-play for this one. Teams are now walking out. So we're going to get this on screen for you. 7 minutes to kick off. So that is it, people. We're going to listen to that.
So even telecast was saying penal. It's a well penal. They thought it was a penalty too.
Yeah, people still sending me messages. Everybody that I know in the world saying that they believe Jamaica was robbed of a penalty in that game. And I think they're telling the truth there. But people, you don't know. The YouTube things to do: like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already, go ahead and share this stream around people. Let people know that someone is doing this game live. So we're gonna talk about that. I know a lot of people are probably in the Reggae Boys space currently, listening to everybody give their post-mortem on the match. I am going to let my anger get a bit subdued, and I will return tomorrow at some point to do a full post-match where I will give the whole analysis of the game from my perspective. Also go through the player ratings and stuff. But for now, people, as I said before, we need to focus on what we have on the table today. As you can see in the title and the thumbnail, it is Mexico versus Venezuela live stream. Who will take control of Group B? This one will definitely let us know a clearer picture as to who is going to take on the am I not live? What is going on here? Okay, I am live. All right, cool. Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going on. It's saying that the stream ended 30 minutes ago, which is impossible. Stefan Wright, bless up, bro. Bless up, bro. You don't know, like up the content, bro. Drop a super chat and thing. Yeah, man, we are putting the work to the people. We are slowly but surely becoming a hard-working YouTuber, you know. Some of my friends telling me that, asking me if I'm going for the hardest work in YouTube. I tell them, no, man, I'm far from that. I'm nowhere near that level. So yes, we are going to have another nice stream for you guys. It should be a bit more enjoyable. We don't have as much riding on this game like we did in the game before this. So we can just watch the game and full enjoy it. And hopefully we don't get so upset. I want to apologize on the earlier stream. My mom was a bit upset with some of my colorful language there. But you know how it go, people. In the heat of the moment, sometimes we might not be able to keep our cool like we can on other times. So yeah, sorry about that, people. Anybody that, didn't want to hear some of those words. But yeah, it seems I might read the placement in our group. Think Mexico might finish third. Yeah, my prediction was Ecuador first, Venezuela second, Jamaica third, Mexico fourth. Obviously, we can basically switch around the two CONCACAF teams for my prediction to be more right. We'll see. I think Jamaica didn't really do a good enough job of exposing this Mexican team without Alvarez. I think Venezuela might cause a bit more problems for them today, and potentially they might not be able to cope with the absence of Alvarez in this one, like they were able to do against Jamaica. So yeah, we're gonna see people. I did actually see that the press conference for the game is on my phone, and I want to listen to that at some point, but I won't do that in the stream. Probably will put on my headphone and listen to it still. But yeah, I'm curious to hear what the coach had to say, some of those decisions, and basically his overall rundown of how he thought the game went. I do think that Jamaica took way too long to get into the game, almost pretty much our entire half, before they started to play any kind of semblance of a good match. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just sharing around the video, people, to some more places. So of course, as soon as you enter the building, just like the stream, share it if you can. And if you are new here, you already know what to do. Find that subscribe button and smash it, and hit that bell for all the notifications as well. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice stream, people. Bless up yourself, fresh. Yeah, man. Just don't talk to daddy. So that time where I was supposed to be calming down really wasn't a calm time for me. Talking about the game definitely set me back again. Hello, my beautiful daughter. Save this for your post match, but I don't think the coach has the dressing room. Okay. It's one way to look at it, Stefan, right? Yes, that's one way to look at it, Stefan, right? I personally, I haven't really seen the players looking like, I don't know though, because that first half performance was very flat. So I don't know what happened in that first half. A game that we must win for us to come out that flat was very, very surprising. So they're showing the teams on screen, the 4-2-3-1 for both teams. Venezuela, Martinez and Herrera, very good double pivot. Bayo, Soteldo, and Savarino, and Rondon up front, the ageless wonder. Gonna pose a similar threat to what Antonio gave the last game. 4-2-3-1 for Mexico. Looks like they're starting the same back four. Chavez starts this time in midfield. Well, he started last time as well. Rodriguez starts this time in midfield. Romo is back. Quinones, Antuna, and Jimenez. So really just one change from the first game. It was who started in midfield last time? It was Chavez, Alvarez, and I can't remember. Chavez, Alvarez, and who was the third midfielder last time? Let me see. Mexico. It's slipping my mind, people. I'm just looking back. Orbelin Pineda. So Pineda and Alvarez dropped. Alvarez due to injury. Romo comes in for him. And from the start, this time, no Pineda. This time they went with Rodriguez, who I actually thought was going to start the first game in my preview for that first game against Jamaica. So a little bit more like the starting lineup I thought we might see in the first game, minus Alvarez for Romo. And here comes the young man bringing out the ball for the kickoff. I guess the little car broke down this time. He had to bring it out in a box. And the game is about to start, people. So this is the second game of the night in the Copa America. It's the other game in Group B. This one looks to be much better attended than the last one. And this one is Mexico versus Venezuela. Of course, playing in the United States, whenever Mexico plays, typically it's a full house because they have a lot of Mexicans throughout the nation in the US. And this one is in California at SoFi. So no doubt that it's a pro-Mexican crowd. There should be some Venezuelans also in the house. They tend to travel pretty well, these South American nations. So good turnout for this one, much better than the Jamaica versus Ecuador game. And we have kicked off, people. Around the back, Vasquez goes direct, and that's a good flick on from Jimenez. Rodriguez gets it. Antuna on the volley, and it's just out of reach of Santi Jimenez. That was almost a 23-second goal there. Brilliant flick on by Santi Jimenez. Chaco Rodriguez one-timed it out to the flank. and Antuna took it out of the air. In the end, was a cross come shot, but Jimenez did a good job to stay on side and try to break to get to that one. And luckily for Venezuela, he was not able to reach it. So early warning signs for Venezuela, Mexico going direct and getting some joy there. Engine drop out. I'm hearing that the coach is still insistent on getting certain players to play, and some key players are not happy with his stance. Yeah, okay, well, that is something that I did hear. The backlash of him trying to put Bailey in the team when he's not actually ready to play. I think some players were a bit upset with that for sure. I have heard that sentiment. I don't know how true it is because I haven't gotten, anything but speculation. But yeah, that I could see where as a senior player or some of the senior players in the team might not agree with the stance he's taking with some of the disciplinary stuff. Here's Mexico trying to play out on the back, run down pressing. Montez goes back to his keeper. Now he finds Vasquez. Vasquez looking, goes back to the keeper, Gonzalez again. Was taking their time building up here. Here's Montez. Montez goes direct again. That's a brilliant switch of play. Quinones on the left side. He checks up for him there. He's coming into the box now. Good cut back onto the right foot. Tries to find Rodriguez, but it's cut out. And a foul by Jorge Sanchez. Soteldo goes down as if he's dead, holding his foot, rolling around there. And that is how you earn fouls in the Copa America, people. You must include the theatrics when you fall down in order to get a foul. Okay? So Venezuela understood the playbook and realized what is needed to earn fouls in this competition. Hold your foot, be theatric, roll around at least 4 times, and you have a better chance. Good defending here from Sanchez, wins it back from Soteldo, plays it one time, good 1-2 with Antuna. Here comes Sanchez, good tackle in the midfield by Angel Herrera. Here comes Soteldo now, beats one, going down the left flank, being chased now by Rodriguez into the box. Ooh, that cutout, that was a good slip pass attempted to get it into the middle, but well cut out by the Mexicans, and it's going to be a throw to Ecuador down the left side around midfield. Already Soteldo looking lively on this left side, the number 10 player. Very diminutive player, but very tricky feet. Mexicans will have to watch him. It's a throw in on the left side to Ecuador. Sanchez goes long down the right side. Santi Jimenez tries to hold it up. Good shielding here from Jimenez. He passes it on to Rodriguez, who tried to return it, but Jimenez wasn't up on his feet yet. It goes all the way back to Venezuela's keeper. He goes long to the right-hand side. Oh, and that's just over his head, and it's going to be a throw to the Mexicans. All will be fixed. It's a man manager. He will get it fixed. A matter of fact, no coach has all of their locker room at no point. Not even Arteta or Pep or Klopp, as long as they have mutual respect, it's all good. Everybody won't be pleased, and if everybody is pleased, that isn't good because they're pretending. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't really have a response to your response is fresh. I do agree that at any given time in a locker room, I doubt everybody will be happy because some won't be playing and things of that nature. But I think where Stefan might be onto something is, those are all things that the coach can't control. So he can't play more than 11 people. So if people are upset for those reasons, that's understandable. Now the things he can control, like, picking players, consulting with his leadership about decisions for players, that's something that I think he should be doing, and not acting on his own. At least run these things by your senior players in the squad. Or maybe he tried it that way and decided not to do it that way in the end, because I don't know why, but I would think that some of those senior players would have the respect of the coach, whatever decision is being made. But here's Mexico, but they're called offside. Antuna looks back at the referee with a quizzical look, can't understand why he's offside, but he was called, and it's a free kick to Venezuela. Venezuela go long down the left side. Here's Rondon chasing. Montez does well. Clears it to Sanchez. Good first touch. Here's Romano in the middle. Goes long in the middle to Jimenez, and the grass kind of held it up. And Venezuela eventually deals with it. Here's Soteldo on the left side again. He plays it in the middle to Herrera. Good one-time ball. Actually, that wasn't Herrera. Herrera now to Rondon. Good tackle again from Montez. Left back steps up to win it, and it's back to the central defense. Back to the 13 here. Hernandez, the Philadelphia Union player. He goes wide right now. Recycle back to the middle. Now to the left side. He turns back and goes back to his central defensive partner. He's looking now. Goes short to the right back. Right back looking wide. He finds him. Good 1-2. Here into space. He gets fouled from behind. No call. Ref says play on. Another Venezuela. Another Ecuador. Boy, Venezuela, Ecuador could kill me. Yangel Herrera goes back. So Venezuela trying to keep a bit of possession here. Let the Mexicans chase them for a bit. Osorio on the ball. He finds Martinez. Martinez back to defense now, all the way back to the keeper, Romo. Romo goes long, cut out by Luis Romo of Mexico. Herrera wins the second ball and heads it down to the left back, number 15, Navarro. Navarro finds Soteldo on the left flank, overlaps. Soteldo doesn't use him, goes inside. Finds the central midfielder who plays it wide to the right back now. That is Aramburu. Aramburu goes inside to Martinez. Martinez goes wide all the way to Navarro. Navarro drops it back now to Yangel Herrera. Herrera finds Soteldo. Soteldo with a good turn into midfield. Sanchez tries to get there but can't. Now it's with Martinez again. Martinez plays a pass out wide to Navarro. Navarro heads it to Herrera, who I believe was in an offside position. And yes, he was. It's a offside free kick to Mexico. So a good little spell of possession there for Venezuela, making Mexico work a bit before they win the ball back. These are the little spells of possession that I think you need to have against Mexico to just slow them down a bit. You can't have them just on the front foot pressing the life out of you. You have to make them chase. Are we going to still start or even use low in midfield? I don't know, more fouling. Coach too defensive in Europe can get away parking bus in our region, need to score goals. Stefan said we will see. All right, Mexico in possession around the back again. Here's Montez exchanging passes with Vasquez. Vasquez looks wide left to Arteaga, the goal scorer against Jamaica. He goes long down the flank to Quinones, but misdirected. Well controlled by the center back there. On the ball, dangerous pass in the middle to Osorio, but he just hooks it out. Soteldo might have the run on Sanchez here, no, but Sanchez fights him off, wins it back, plays to Montez, Montez to Romo. Romo turns in midfield, cools it back down to Vasquez. Vasquez looks upfield, goes back to his goalkeeper. Goalkeeper now finds Montez. Montez on the right side of his own box. Goes back to the goalkeeper again. And they are trying to cool the temperature a bit. Gonzalez now goes long, finding Antuna's feet. Antuna turns into midfield. Plays it back inside to Romo. Romo now looking for the diagonal and finds it all the way over to the left to Quinones. He controls well. One to beat. Has an underlapping run from Chavez. He finds him. That's crossing to the box to the near post. Good save. Falls to Rodriguez, who tries a left-footed volley and skews it a bit wide. Probably thinks he should have done better there, but Mexico is doing a good job of isolating Quinones and Antuna. And when that diagonal is on, they've been pretty accurate with it, opening up space to the far side. Good first touch by Quinones. Looked up. Good run by Luis Chavez, who played one time to the far post. Cut out by the keeper. Otherwise, it would have been a tapping on the back post by Santi Jimenez. And again, the follow-up shot was missed wide by Chaco Rodriguez. So a throw into Mexico, 10 minutes played. I think both teams have, done a little bit of good so far in this half. I think Venezuela, with their bit of spells of possession, you can see that Soteldo is going to cause problems on this left side for Sanchez. So I think that might be their outlet on this game. Mexico looks to be really targeting this Venezuelan backline with the long diagonal passes so far. Haven't really been able to use their intricacy to get through the thirds, but when they go long, they have been extremely accurate and they're fine in isolation. So Mexico being a little bit more direct so far today, and they're getting some joy from it. Here's Santi Jimenez. Jimenez finds Chavez. You know Chavez wants to shoot. He doesn't this time. Finds Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to play a little 1-2 with Antuna, but there was no one really reading that touch from Antuna. It's going to be a throw into Venezuela. Actually caught a ricochet on the way out. So it's going to be a Venezuela throw. Remember to like, smash that like button, people. We are putting a lot of work today, people. Not because it's work, but because I love it. I love doing this. I love talking about the ball. I love commentating. Love hearing your thoughts about the games and analyzing it. That's what we're doing here, people. So if you like it as well, and you're so inclined, drop a super chat on the board, people. Yeah, man. Respect to Brent. Drop one for the last chat. Don't make Brent be the only one, people. Make somebody else drop some money on the board. Drop a super chat for the hard work. Yes, man. It's only right. Here's Romo in midfield. Looking. Goes back to Vasquez on the back line. Vasquez under no pressure. Finds Montez. Montez now goes all the way back to the keeper. Gonzalez holds. He finds Vasquez now. Vasquez finds Montez. Montez back over to Vasquez. So currently Venezuela doing a pretty good job of blocking the passing lanes to Chavez and Romo, finding it difficult to find them out of the back, and they're having to go a bit longer. The only problem for Venezuela is those long balls have been pretty accurate so far. It's going to be a throw into Venezuela on Venezuela's right side, Mexico's left. And Arambaru will be taking it. Miscontrol there from Martinez, but he wins back the second ball. Here's Savarino in tight space. Good pressure from the Mexicans, not letting him out, but good pressure from Venezuela as well. It's popped outside now to Soteldo. He's being double teamed. He cuts inside on the right foot. Ooh, and that's a decent strike there. Sometimes you call that one a sighter, just trying to get the bearings right for the next one. But that was not that far off. Dipped a bit too late. But Soteldo there showing his danger. Been beating this player down the left. This time cuts in on his right foot and tries a curling shot to the far post, which he couldn't quite get the direction spot on. Well covered, though, by Gonzalez, who put his hand down and did not get that touch on it to make it a corner. Jimenez wins the first ball again, but the second ball cleared by Venezuela. Romo wins that one in the midfield. Good flick from Rondon. Here's Savarino now. But good covering there from Arteaga and Montez to win the ball. Here's Quinones. Quinones goes with a long diagonal. No pressure really on that one. And Navarro safely heads back to the goalkeeper, Romo. Here's Yan Herrera in midfield. Goes back to Aramburu. Aramburu back to Herrera. Herrera, good move on Romo. Leaves him running. Good one-touch pass here to Rondon. Rondon tries to find the return and doesn't. And it's going to be a throw-in for Mexico. Yeah, Travis, I don't think we can't afford to get rid of Grimm. Because after we're done paying him out for firing him, we won't be able to afford another coach. What a pass from Santi Jimenez here. Here's Antuna on the right-hand side. I'll get back to that in a second. Good block from the Venezuelans there. Sanchez keeps it in, but only to a Venezuelan player. Montez with time, controls, finds Jorge Sanchez. Sanchez goes wide now to Antuna. Antuna keeps it in to Romo. Back to Antuna again. He's running at the defense now. Good cross. Santi Jimenez looked to be a handball there, and it was. So a handball infraction on Santi Jimenez. It's going to be a free kick to Venezuela. Yeah, I wouldn't fire the coach. We can't afford to pay him out. And, obviously, the last time we had an issue like this where we fired a coach, it was the assistant coach who took over, and that more than likely would be Marion Garden. So all people know that Marion Garden would be the coach if we fire the coach right now. Good pass here from Herrera. Rondon is in and onside. He's cutting in from the left now. Step over once. Tries to play it in the middle. Blocked. Here's Sotelo now on the rebound. Looking to fire another one. No, he's cut off. He cuts it back to Herrera. Good patience here from Venezuela. Couldn't find the angle. Didn't force the shot. Now they find Martinez in midfield. Martinez probing. He goes back wide to Aramburu. Aramburu now one touch. Savarino back to Martinez. Martinez to Herrera in midfield. Herrera goes back. Now it's all the way back to Osorio. Osorio opens up to the left but goes back right again to his center back partner. He's looking in the center circle, finds Osorio again. Here's Osorio. Osorio switches the play to his center back partner, Ferraresi. Ferraresi has to go all the way back now to the goalkeeper, Romo. Ferraresi telling him to just wait. Let's get set up again. He's under no pressure. Just taking his time now, seeing the picture. Martinez shows centrally, opens up the space to Osorio now on the left. Osorio goes wide left to Navarro. Wayward pass, and it did go out of play. It's going to be a throw into Mexico. So really under no pressure. That's a poor pass there from Osorio. Need to do better. Stefan says the left-hand side will be key for Mexico. Yeah, I think if you look at it right now, Mexico is trying to even up the attacks. Some down the right, some down the left. Looks like they don't really want to fall in love with one side, and I think that's smart on their part. Good tackle here from Venezuela off of Antuna and out for a goal kick. So yeah, that left-hand side, I think the key for Venezuela is going to be when Quinones receives, they have to be very mindful of the underlap from Chavez and the overlap from Arteaga. That's because that's Mexico's thing. They like to get three players around that wide area and force the defenders to make decisions. And if they make the wrong one, somebody will be open. I wish I could. If I could, I would. This. Oh yeah, the super chat. Yeah. Fresh. Anybody that's in Jamaica, you can't drop the super chat them. That's all good. No worries, bro. But yeah, for all the people I'm in the States, UK, Canada, I have a couple people that watch me from Africa as well when we check the metrics and things. So anybody in their yard, just drop a super chat, people. Here's Chavez now. He goes long. Here's Jimenez. He's in, Good first touch with the chest. Jimenez doesn't get a clean strike on it, and that's literally the story of Santi Jimenez as L3 player. Gets into decent positions, but in that final action can never put it right. Just can't get the good connection. We say I want to laugh after Mexico. Venezuela can win, man. This game looks like it's going to be a tight one. I don't really see one team having much of an advantage so far. I think both teams show that they have a threat. Maybe Mexico has a few more entries than Venezuela so far. But when Venezuela goes forward, it looks very dangerous too. So right now, it's a bit early to call. I don't think there's a favorite in this one. I think it's a pretty even game. Navarro now heads it out. Looks like it's going to go for a throw. Sanchez saves it. Plays infield to Romo. Romo pressed, but good awareness. He flicks it back to Vasquez quickly. Vasquez now in acres of space, moving the ball forward. Almost coming to the halfway line now. He ends up going wide to Arteaga. Arteaga plays Quinones. Quinones flicks it forward to Sanchez. Again, that underlapping run from Sanchez. Sanchez thought Quinones was motoring down for another through pass. Slight miscommunication there, so it's gone out for a goal kick to Venezuela as they high-five each other. Little miscommunication. That's a brilliant pass by Sanchez on the play prior. In stride onto Santi's chest, and Santi just kind of whiffed on the left-footed shot on his left foot, which is his strong foot, just not connecting with it properly. And again, that seems to be the story of his career so far with L3. So I'm kind of just stay away from the noise. Let's see how things unfold. Yeah. Travis say, now I get my blood pressure work up over Hallgrimson. World Cup we go. Copa bonus for us in my eyes if we do well. Yep. We were robbed by a Chile ref. Marion Garden should go. Travis, why should he go? Why not Hallgrimson? Well, if Hallgrimson goes, Chris Smith, we have him on contract for a certain amount of time, so that means we'd have to pay out him contract. And then the JFF story gonna be, we had to pay off the former coach, so we can't afford to really hire anyone. Oh, and that cutback was falling to the goal scorer against Jamaica, Arteaga. Only problem for him, it fell to his right foot, which is way less cultured than the left foot he used to score against us. A fan has received the Copa America ball, and they're telling him to throw it back, but he said, not until I take the picture with the ball. So maybe he'll throw it back after that. Yeah, he did throw it back after that. Welcome, Chris. Welcome. Yeah, bro, I had to just do another football match, get my head out of the Jamaica thing, because believe me, I can't take it right now. Just I go watch some football, full jar it, and see what happens in this other game. Tomorrow, we'll do a watch back of the game, either tonight or tomorrow morning, and then sometime during the day, we'll do a dedicated post-match show for the Reggae Boys. There's no Euro games during the day tomorrow. Next Euro game not till Saturday, so no games to see during the day. So I will forward out during the day with a post-match show. Yeah, man. So look out for the thumbnail. Probably won't make it till tomorrow still, but I will try to. Just make sure your notifications are on and you will be made aware that we are live. See? Yeah, man. But anybody that just want to take in some football, stay right here and we'll watch this Mexico-Venezuela game together and see how it play out. First 22, half of the half pretty much done. As I said before, a pretty even game. I think Mexico has had the clearer chance with that Santi Jimenez chance just now. But I think Venezuela has shown a threat as well. That's misplayed by the right back there. It falls to Quinones. Quinones tries to go wide. He has space now. Good fake shot. But then he plays a poor pass to Arteaga. And it goes out for a goal kick. So that final action for the Mexicans in the past few entries has been a little bit off. But they're high-fiving each other, still staying in good spirits, not pointing fingers or anything. So good team spirit being shown there. Not every ball going to come off. Here's Roma being pressured. He finds Osorio. Osorio now in the midfield. Here's Yangel Herrera. Herrera goes wide to Navarro. Navarro now gets out of trouble, finds Savarino. Savarino back to Herrera. Herrera with a little more space now. Looking, surveying. He goes back to Osorio. And Venezuela trying to just slow the tempo a bit. They know Mexico want to turn this into a trap meet. Soteldo tries to win the header but doesn't. Here's Sanchez now after a flick from Antuna. Sanchez shields. Montes goes long, but it's a poor pass. Herrera controls. Soteldo tackled now by Sanchez. Here's Romo. Romo plays the diagonal over to Quinones. Quinones controls nicely. Now has two in front of him. Cuts inside. Good clip ball into the middle. Rodriguez just couldn't get enough purchase on that header. His back was directly to goal and it was chipped a bit too soft to get that glancing header with any power. Rondon causing problems here. Gonzalez a bit unsure, and luckily it was an offside to Rondon. He was just coming from an offside position, couldn't quite get back all the way. And a couple times in that Jamaica game, Gonzalez did choose to punch when I thought he could have tried to catch. There, he probably couldn't have caught it because he was running out of his box, but a bit of indecision there on his part. Felt he could have dealt with that a little bit sooner. Here's Vasquez. Brilliant diagonal over to Antuna in space. He's overlapped by Sanchez. He uses him. Sanchez trying to go down the wing now. Tries to get by Savarino, but it's good covering from Osorio. And he does well to hook it out with his left foot, but it looks like it came from out of play to back in, and it'll be a throw into Mexico. Sanchez is a player that has so much energy, constantly going up and down this flank. Yeah, Jorge Sanchez, purchased by Porto last season. purchased by Ajax last season, and then was sent away to Porto on loan. Played his last season there, but should be heading back to Ajax once this tournament has completed. It's going to be a corner kick now to Mexico on the right side of Mexico's attack. Chavez is over it for a potential in-swing in corner. Ref just holding up the kick, talking to Santi Jimenez, probably complaining about being held in the box for this corner. But let's see how this one goes. Right now, he has a handful of his jersey. And the ref still talking to Santi Jimenez and Ferraresi. Now Chavez finally whips it in. Looks like it's long to the back post. Arteaga tries to win it, but well done by the Venezuelans. They clear. And now Antuna will go all the way back to Julio Gonzalez. He boots it upfield. Osorio wins the first ball. Second ball controlled by Herrera. Loose touch though. Taken back by Jorge Sanchez. Wide now to Chavez. Chavez keeps it in well. Infield to Rodriguez. Rodriguez pressured by Herrera. Poor pass from Rodriguez though, but it's one back. And Romo still goes through with it. Flicked wide now to Arteaga. Arteaga looking. Quinones gets back on side, receives it. He's cutting inside now. Turns back to the left, comes back right. Finds Chavez in the middle. Goes for the return. Quinones was looking like he might have been fouled, but a good challenge from Montes. And then Montes gives it away under no pressure. Quinones is livid that he didn't get the foul call when he went for the 1-2. Mexican fans agreeing with Quinones, booing the referee. Referee is having none of it. So a throw into Venezuela here on the right-hand side. Two shots on target to 0 for Venezuela, 7 total to 2. Mexico with the advantage in the shots. Sorry, I said Venezuela, but Mexico. 2 shots on target to none for Venezuela so far. 7 shots to 2 overall. So I would say the last 8 minutes or so, Mexico has been a bit more dominant, playing most of the game in Venezuela's half. And Venezuela, oh no, that's a poor giveaway, but a good challenge from Osorio blocking out that pass. Osorio now dribbling out the back. Rondon. Oh, another poor giveaway by Angel Herrera. The Girona midfielder with a couple bad giveaways, unlike him really in the midfield. One of the surer players on the ball for Venezuela, so he'll need to improve that. Another long diagonal to Antuna. Good jump and challenge by him. And Navarro is having none of it from Antuna. Thinks that he kind of attacked that aerial duel a bit out of control. And Navarro, as the ball was going out, went to shield Antuna, even though there was really no need to. So here's a throw by Navarro. Navarro and Rondon is being pulled to the ground, but no call. The Venezuelan player tries to chase Bello, but can't quite reach it. And it looks like a throw-in now to Mexico. So really and truly, neither one of these teams can be eliminated tonight. And I don't even know if... Yeah, they really don't necessarily advance here due to Ecuador winning that game. Of course, Ecuador will play Mexico in the last game. So if Ecuador can turn them over by a certain margin and Venezuela beats Jamaica, then there is a scenario where Mexico could be out of the tournament next game, even if they win tonight, especially if it's a small margin, similar to the 1-0 against Jamaica. Goal difference of +2 going into the last day if they were to fall short to Ecuador by any significant margin, 2 goals or so. There is a potential that they drop out even with the 6 points. So, or no, with the 3 points, sorry. Flicked on by Herrera. Here's Montes back to goal. He clears into the center circle. Romo doesn't win the first ball. It's won by Martinez. Rondon tried to play through Bayer, but it didn't quite get there. Here's Arteaga now down the left side. Good tackle though from Aramburu. And it's going to be a throw-in to the Mexicans on their left side. Arteaga to take it. Arteaga throws to Roma. Roma one time now to Quinones. Quinones being pressured. Still on the ball. Good strength, but a good determination there from Aramburu. That has to be a foul on Rondon. Oh my lord. No foul either way for none of them. And then Quinones has something to say, passing Herrera here. And similar to most games in the Copa America, at some point, there has to be a yelling match between the teams. I'm not sure what happened there. I thought he came through the back of Rondon to win that challenge, and then Herrera gets stamped on by Quinones. Quinones thinks he's play acting. I'm not sure how he could say that, knowing that he was standing on the man's foot. The Ecuador coach is livid, wondering why they're not calling fouls. If this ends in a draw, the last set of games will be interesting. Absolutely, because 4-4-3. Yeah, that is true. Wagwan Dan. You see the role that he played today? Yeah, I saw it. He started out in the middle of the back three, and he wasn't stepping up into midfield. He didn't start doing so until we were down in the game. And then once we were down for about, I would say, 10 minutes or so, he just went to the back four, and Latibo there wasn't playing defense anymore. So he never really did what you said he was going to do, Dan. You said he was going to step up and then step back into defense when we were defending. But once he went into midfield, he just stayed in midfield. He didn't drop into defense again. So you said he could play that 6 role, which he eventually did. But I think you were saying that Rondon is in behind the defense. Oh, that's a great strike to the far post, and it clips the outside of the post. Solomon Rondon there, almost with a brilliant finish, and the Venezuelan fans are pumped up in the stands. But that was a great attempt by the veteran Rondon there. The ball sat up nicely for him on his left foot, and instead of messing around with it, he just put his foot through it, and it had good shape on it, curling back outside the far post, trying to get inside, but clipped the outside for a goal kick. So that's the best chance so far for Venezuela there. Bit of a half chance, but Rondon made the most of it, putting that shot just wide of the target. Oh, Soteldo sends them for dinner. Good body feint there. Now he finds Ferraresi. Ferraresi breaks the lines with a pass. Not the best first touch from Bayo. To be honest, Bayo has been off the pace, and that's a reckless challenge. Should be a yellow card for sure. Ferraresi there was out of control there coming in for that challenge. He's complaining that's his first, but when it's that egregious, it's hard not to get that yellow card, you know? Dan say if Mexico beat these two teams, Jamaica may have a chance. Yeah, the only result that really helps Jamaica in this game is Mexico winning. And it would be best if Mexico won by 2 or 3 goals or so, to get them down to negative. Right now we are -3. So if we win the game, let's say we win 1-0 against Venezuela, we'll still be -2, which would not be enough to make up the goal difference with them. Of course, we need Mexico to beat Ecuador as well in the last day, but I don't know if Jamaica can score more than 2 goals or 1 goal in one of them games. Yeah? So it's going to be tough. Osorio wins the first ball, second ball won by Rodriguez. It's cleared now. Arteaga, good first touch. He plays it wide to Quinones. Quinones with 1, but now being covered again. Chavez, good. Tries the 1-2 with Quinones, just a bit off, but good idea there. Herrera again loses the ball on top of his box. And good defense there from Venezuela, excuse me. Soteldo loses it though. Here's Antuna now wide. He cuts back. Looking at Sanchez. Sanchez gets it. Now in the middle to Chavez. Chavez Wants to get it on his left foot. Wants to get it on his left foot. Can't. Still has it on top of the box. Here's Sanchez looking. He does find a slip pass to Antuna. Antuna goes on the wing, tries to clip it to the back post, and it is out for a goal kick. That would have been a brilliant goal from Rondon. Of course, now he's in Liga MX, so I'm playing in the CONCACAF Champions League and killing people. I want to say he plays for Pachuca, but I don't remember exactly. Let me look. Yeah, Pachuca. I was right. Now 34 years of age, still doing his thing. Still a threat. Still a threat. Yeah, man, make sure to like up the video, people. Definitely helps with the channel. Vasquez does well to save that from going out for a corner. I think Venezuela need to get a lot more out of number 25, Bayo. He looks to be off the pace compared to all the other players in the attack for Venezuela. So if he doesn't shape up soon, I could see him coming off at halftime. Here's Sotelo now, plays it inside. Herrera as well has been a bit loose today in possession. Again, dispossessed. His legs look a bit heavy out there right now. Maybe the conditions in Inglewood. Still daytime out there. It is now what? About 6:38 local time. It is daylight saving time, so probably don't get dark for another hour or even more. So I'm sure it's some decent heat that they're playing in right now. I didn't see a cooling break though. Maybe I missed it, but I don't remember seeing one. Herrera wins that in midfield. Here's Bayo now. Bayo beats one. Couldn't quite get to the second one. This is switched out to Soteldo, who is 5'2" and a bit too short for that one. It's over his head. It's going to be a throw in to the Mexicans on the right side. Sanchez to take it. Sanchez throws it to Rodriguez. Back to Sanchez. Good flick pass from Sanchez, out of trouble. Here's Rodriguez now. Goes long to Antuna with the speed, but well covered by the Ecuadorians and cleared by the keeper. Herrera with a good flick on in midfield. Now Romo with time. He plays a through ball now to Jimenez. Jimenez with a good tackle by Martinez. And then, wow, Martinez gets charged. And that's a yellow to Jimenez, who I don't believe did anything. The person who really did it was Romo coming in, finishing him off with a body check. But Jimenez is the one who gets the yellow card, which is a bit strange. Martinez is on the ground right now. Like something really happened, but something did actually happen that time. Let me see. Wow, I'm not sure why that's a foul on Jimenez. He just literally put his foot in the way. And Romo didn't really do much. The jump was really from the kicking Jimenez's foot because he put his foot in the way. So a yellow card given to him there. Boy, I mean, I tell you, Rob Smith, I don't understand. Because my argument, because people were kind of like Leon was kind of soft. But I was saying there's nothing natural about this unless you're, I don't know. I've never done this before on a field, ever. I've never done this. But this, like raising your hand, like you're giving me a high five, there's nothing natural about that in the position and when it happened. So for the life of me, I don't understand how that wasn't given. I don't know if this is true because, of course, when I'm doing the live watch along, I don't have the commentary playing, so I can't hear. But basically, people were saying that the ref had said it's not a he was basically had his hand up to protect his face. But to me, his hand was here, and the deflection of his hand made it hit his face. So it wasn't like he was doing this. He was doing this, which is away from his face. So yeah, I don't care how anybody explain it to me. And you can say it's because I'm a Jamaica fan, whatever, I don't really business. I don't know. That's just not that to me. That was, yeah, that's some bull. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, I messed up. I did not tape the game today. So let me make sure I tape the next time it's coming on. I want to make sure I can watch this back with no problem. So I find the rebroadcast and tape it, people. Good. So I mean, watch that tomorrow before I do my post match. Yeah, man, everybody knows a clear penalty. Owen said, let's go Mexico. Owen, you're going for Mexico in this one. But I predicted Venezuela to win 2-1. I know that won't really help Jamaica right now, but I don't believe that Jamaica have a chance to get through anymore. I mean, I know mathematically we do, but today was the day when we had to get something, I think. Venezuela had a chance there. Herrera again with a loose pass, trying to attempt the through pass. Here, Santi Jimenez now in space. Sotelo chasing. He's still going down this right channel. Cuts inside now. Ooh. Had the ability to maybe cut in there, but a good toe on it from Osorio. Ran down with a good first touch ball to Bayo. Bayo again. A bit off the pace. Too late with his pass. Rodriguez. Wide to Quinones. Quinones decides not to go to Arteaga. Goes back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez clips it into the middle. Osorio under no pressure clears it out. Bayo could have control but flicks it to Romo instead. Here's Romo now. Good ball to Jimenez. Jimenez. Antuna is offside. He tried a back heel. Antuna wanted the one time from Romo, so he was still offside by the time Jimenez tried the back heel. Free kick now to Venezuela. Rundown as this half has gone on, has grown into it, becoming more and more of a threat. Good hold-up play. Really pinning Montez and Vasquez on his back, and they can't really do much to get around him. They really need to play this football through him. Yeah, man, penalty for sure, bro. No matter how them spin it. Big up yourself, Owen. We got robbed, so might as well support CONCACAF. Well, I mean, I thought maybe you were thinking like, due to the fact that if Mexico does run away with the group, we still have a mathematical chance as long as they beat Ecuador and we beat Venezuela by a decent enough margin to actually make it out with the 3 points. Coach Hallgrimson sell the 2 matches. Both incidents look fairly similar to me still, so that decision eludes me. Yeah. I think based on the explanation that I heard was given, Greg Lee, it couldn't have been argued that Greg Lee was blocking his face for his. So it would have had to have been a different explanation. But again, if a player is, well, it's one thing to say he's blocking his face, which he wasn't. So I don't understand why that was the thought process. It was clear Hector was going to win the ball, and whether he meant it or not, his natural reaction to Hector about to win the ball was to put his hand up to block where Hector was going to put it. And the reason why it looked like his hand was so close to his face, he was trying to move his hand out the way after, and in doing so, it basically hit the ball, which ricocheted onto his face. So the guy was doing that, showing everybody that would listen to him, look at my eye, there's a mark from the ball. We know it hit your eye after it hit your hand, you idiot. The last goal, Bobby got to be a vet and either call off Dixon and collect or tell him it's his ball. Yeah, that was eerily similar to a goal we conceded against Mexico in the start of the Gold Cup semi-final, where 2 players kind of miscommunicated and they ended up, neither one of them dealt with it. Dixon did really well to run back, but I think Pinnock told him after the goal, and he was completely correct. When you're running back and we're kind of jockeying to get back into position, you cannot sell yourself there for that challenge. Just try to jockey and run and wait for your defensive support to get back. So, he's young, he will learn, but I'm glad that Pinnock did talk to him after that goal and say, hey, you got to stay on your feet there. You got to give us time to get back. Yeah, we need at least 3. Yeah, blocking face is not a rule. May I agree? Glad Antonio got goal. Maybe this get him scoring again. Yeah, Rob Smith, that's probably for me the biggest positive. I thought he played really well in the first game, but because he couldn't score again, that's all he really heard. Boza should start because Boza scores and this and that and the third. That's 2 games now where Boza has been completely ineffective, if you ask me. He looks leggy. He's not getting onto the end of passes. I never realized that Boza was so slow. He looked so slow today on the pitch, man. Just couldn't get his legs moving and running after the ball. Grimmy need to take his leash off the team and let the players play free. Too defensive, man. Yeah, I'm always a balanced person when it comes down to that. So I'm not gonna say I just think I do agree he plays too defensive. He needs to find a better balance between defense and attack. Maybe the starter that is not playing so many central defenders at one time, whether you play them in defensive midfield or in central midfield, just stop putting so many damn defenders on the field at the same time. We look so good on the front foot. Yeah, in that second half, I mean, the first half was a joke. To me that's the biggest indictment of that game. Like, how do we look so lackluster in that first half in a game where we know we have to get something out of? I don't understand that. Man, them calling it a night or Jamaica football YouTube, going to watch videos about Manchester United and videos to have a laugh. Yeah, man, fresh. As long as the chat don't make me continue to speak about Jamaica, I will be talking about this game. So yeah, I did a good job for about 44 minutes, for the most part, keeping it out of the Jamaica realm. But you don't know, people are gonna check in and ask about Jamaica. So it go. Yeah, he should have stayed on his feet, absolutely. But big up yourself, same way, fresh. More overstand. 2 goals in a row. Yeah, man. Disallowed one too. He will learn, or he should have took a yellow. Yeah, I think if he's gonna sell himself there, Rob, it has to be like a definite taking down the player. Whether you're going to tackle him rugby style or something, I don't know. But yeah, he'll learn. He will learn. Kudos to him because he run past about 3 man to even get back there. But yeah, once he got back to him and he's jacking with him, you can't sell yourself there. Not with the picture that was behind him. There was only Bobby Reed there behind him as well. Bosa looks slow and sluggish. Yep. There's need for balance, not front foot all the time. I agree with that, fresh. Boyce Clark, Harding, King, Anderson, Lambert, Dixon, Cephas, John Bell, Marshall must start the next game. Nothing can lose. Yeah, I would do the same, Rob. I would definitely give Boyce Clark a game. I would play Wes Hard. I would play all the players that don't play. I would just play them, honestly. I don't know if he'll actually do that, but yeah, give Gregley a rest. Give Dexter a rest. Well, Dexter might have to play left back, but give Gregley a rest. Play hard in a right back. Start King and start Uno play centre back yet. Start King and Damian Lowe. Start Lambert in a midfield. Play Dixon and Ratty. Put Dixon and Marshall up front here, man. Who cares? Let's do something else. Second half similar to the Canada game. First half, Ecuador come out gunning because they want goals early out. Yeah, and basically Ecuador kind of realized that Mexico might be the fittest team in the world. Because the man them start try to slow down the game after about 5-10 minutes. Them start try to ease down the temperature of the game. But Mexico going to make the game a helter-skelter game. You know that. So Ecuador better off just trying to fight fire with fire, yeah, man. South American and Central American refs are thieves. Yeah, I think the players have a tendency to try to play act more. And so I think the refs have this heightened sense that everybody are trying to trick them. You know what I mean? But then again, it's kind of strange because it seems like them only give fouls when the man them go crazy. Them a grab them foot and a twist, turn and flip over 17 times, then them want to give foul. You understand, brother? Rob said we have to be balanced. In Nations League, we played on the front foot but was leaking goals. So we went defensive and now can't score. Yeah, we can't find that middle ground at all. Definitely need 2 more strikers, said Dan. John Bell. Oh yeah, I forgot John Bell can play left back. Yeah, I'm saying play Dexter left back. Play John Bell over there. That's true, Travis. Yeah. Forget about John. You forgot we still have a chance to go through. I mean, as of right now, we don't, because 2 teams will have 4 points. How are we going to catch them? One of them side they have to win the game, you know? And I think it'll be better off if it's Mexico, because then if Mexico beat Ecuador, Venezuela and Ecuador will have 3 points, and we can end on 3 points, but we have to beat Venezuela by about 4 goals. So I don't know. No game for Marshall. No, I'm not saying no game for Marshall. Everybody can get a game, brother. If you pick the player, then play them, yeah, man. 56% Jamaica, 44% Ecuador. We still lose. Yeah, I know Travis is a person where always a cuss with because we say we want more possession in the game. But um, I think Ecuador basically realized that they don't really necessarily need possession against us. Um, we we kept giving away the ball, and they could just win it, and perhaps them winning it from us in possession gave them more opportunity to free up some space, and we weren't sitting back. So I think they didn't really want to turn it into a them on offense, we on defense game because they know that we would stay solid. Um, and then once we changed from the back five to a more traditional back four system, we were able to engage them a bit better in midfield. So I think those were the reasons that they realized that there's really no benefit to playing against Jamaica and having a backup possession. Let's just strike when the iron is hot, when opportunities present themselves. And they were totally happy with us having the ball at times. And they just waited for us to make a mistake with a pass or something. Marsha, but I wouldn't play him, bro. Defense start from the front line. That is true. Mexico, I go win, said Dan. South American man, them physical, but as soon as you touch them, they spread out like a gala back road. Yeah, Rob Smith, I think what it is, and I've noticed this from playing as a youth. Whenever I played against Central Americans or South Americans, they have this uncanny ability to sense when they're about to be tackled, and they sometimes literally simulate going down right when you're about to reach them, and they have mastered it, bro. It's like I think when them born and them start play ball, them have like a whole session devoted to dropping down and proving to the ref that it's a foul. Because even when like English players try it never look as natural. Like Saka, when he ran in against Neuer. If the man was from South America, he probably made that look like him get fouled. Oh, Randon deserved to score that goal. There was a good chance. Yeah, man, Dan. It can work. But again, we have to win by 3-4 goals, and I don't see it. Did we play any friendly as a team before the Copa? Ted Extra Hope? No. That's why the man them boss and the other team them fit. Because when other people them do them training camp, we took a break after the World Cup qualifiers and relax. And yeah, I know them are professional and them work on them own. But would I love to see the team work on tactics and fitness and everything together in that time leading up. More than likely, it was a financial thing. Them can't afford to put up the player them for so long. And then probably never want the player them stay at the JFF dorm room place. Because, they want the player them staying at some hotel and thing. So, yeah, I would assume that camp was not had because of finances. That would be my assumption. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I would think. Balance is needed, not with you, but with fans as well. For real. We played World Cup qualifying, no friendlies. Yep. Daddy, they do it laugh. Ecuador come out to start the game and score early. Big up yourself, Daddy. Early. The Grimmy came out to defend early. Man said defense first, boss. When I said move ahead of them, I mean okay, cool. Let's be honest with ourselves. You let us play a bit more in a second. Absolutely, Rob Smith. I liken the way they played in the second half, especially once they got that second goal. I would compare it to how Costa Rica played us. I remember there was a game that Richard King played in World Cup qualifying. I remember after that game, people would want dash for Pinnock, dash for every defender. I say, yo, Low and King for start. And some people did say Low King for play central defensive midfield and all kind of madness because he looked so good against Costa Rica, who literally let him have the ball. So I don't know why people was overreacting. Then when King played against some more pressing teams, the passing percentage went way down, and so did his overall game. So yeah, I agree with you, Rob Smith. A lot of it had to do with what they were doing in the second half as well. We did get better. That's a definite truth. But I mean, how could we have gotten worse? That was one of the worst halves I've ever seen us play in the first half. So it couldn't have gotten any worse, really. Tedexter said, okay, yeah. That was a situation with the no friendlies, Tedexter. Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth. The South Americans are trained to do that. Yeah, man. Them have it, man. The whole of them have it. And McGee was a star. Yeah. McGee made that turn in Costa Rica, and the people them. That's not the game I was talking about with King. It's the other Costa Rica game. I don't think McGee played that game in Jamaica. By that time, McGee wasn't in the team anymore. But I'm talking about the return game in that World Cup qualifying cycle when King started in that game. I think it was a back three of like King, Topi, and maybe Low. I think it was something like that. And boy, King was the savior after that game. Everybody said, put King, send King go to EPL. He's ready. He's incredible. I was just like, bro, yes, he played well, but Costa Rica allowed us to play well, guys. You guys have to factor in the lack of pressure that they were putting on us. And we did lose that 1-1 Yeah, it was Maps, Pinnock, and King. That's what it was. And King got an 8.0 on SOFA score, which was deserved because he played well. You know what I'm saying? But even in that same game, he had some terrible mistakes in like the first 5-10 minutes, then got himself together. Pinnock had a 7.3, and people were saying, he's better than Pinnock after that game. And I was dying with laugh. It was hilarious. Rob Smith said, money wasn't the issue because we were playing World Cup qualifiers. The same squad that is here now should have been playing World Cup qualifiers. Yeah, so here's my thing though, Rob. If that squad said they needed extra time or whatever the case was, whatever foolishness the coach told us at that time, why is it that after that World Cup qualifying game on the 9th, all the other teams were in camp since the 1st of June? Why did we think it was smart to take off until the 16th, 17th? And really and truly, the 16th would have been that Sunday. They didn't get to Texas until that Monday. Didn't train for the first time until Tuesday. And the first game was what? Saturday? So all that time, that whole week prior to that, they could have been training together as a team. You know what I'm saying? They should have stayed together. They should have got the squad together earlier. I just lonely pain you feel when Jamaica play. The man them always slow, no style of play, and we're always unfortunate, cruel defection. We want a clear penalty, they didn't give it. Shaking my head, beer thing happened. Yeah, Trey Lando. I mean, look, we can point to the deflection, we can point to the penalty, non-call, but there's no excuse for that first half performance, Trey Lando, if we're being honest. The man them just never show up in the first half with that. None at all. A lot of times in football, they say you make your own luck. And Ecuador was deserving of a lead, and they got it in a crazy way. But yeah, I just did look it up, Rob Smith. I couldn't remember the third player, but now I remember because the narrative was King better than Pinnock because he got a higher rating in that game. And I was like, boy, I know, really wicked. You got to be like 5 minutes behind the live play. Oh, you mean like in a Jamaica game or just right now too? I don't understand why, Brent. Come here, I watch the game from my actual TV, my actual cable. So I don't know why it's so far back. And I like me actually stream the game. I don't know, brother. I'm always behind everybody. Every time that they say that too. So I'm behind the play. Yeah, man, it's been halftime here too. I just not move the play-by-play off the screen where I say halftime. But yeah, I'm probably a little bit behind, but I don't understand why, Brent, because I literally the FS1 channel may I watch, I don't know. Pinnock Gray Latti was injured to give players enough to fully recover. We need to explain to these players that if you want to be an international, it includes summers. I don't know why our players don't get it. Every other nation get it. The man them know. Boy, I'm an international. I've explained to my family. Yes, I know it's vacation from club, but I want to play for my country. I see other teams include them family members in these camps just to try to, give them the family time and the training time. You know what I mean? I see Matt Turner having baby on the field. I talk to Magalhaes and Martinelli, former teammate, when them play Brazil with you. But when I just do that, I see Casey Palmer did have him family in Jamaica. in that week leading up to when we leave to go to the Copa America. They should have been together, should have been going to sessions, even if you don't want to train, come on and recover. Have some classroom work. Just be together as a team, meet once a day, and just work on some things. Even if you do it in our hotel lobby, and you just move the team, shift the team around, show them different position in the phases of play. Utilize the time. You always say we don't get enough time. We had a window of time we could have used and we decided not to use it. It don't make no sense. Don't tell me say you not get enough time then. Peanut Grey, that's about there. Whatever happened with John Bell? John Bell not get no game, brother. Oh, you're talking about in the World Cup window. Yeah, I don't know. John Bell, they said was unfit because he just came back and played a couple of games for MLS before. They wanted him to stay and play a couple of games to get his fitness back before coming to Jamaica. So many questions from the lineup, performance, coaching, and luck never being on our side. Yeah, Charles Brahma, I am trying to avoid it right now as I'm still steaming from it. I'm going to watch the game again, get a more level head, and then I will give a big, full analysis and breakdown tomorrow. So look out for that sometime tomorrow in the daytime, people. It won't be a late night stream, regular Jason Gooner time. It will be sometime during the day. As I have some time in the day tomorrow, I can do some content, all right? But if we made the thing more than one way, we're asking the questions and we'll have most of the answers if we made the flip side. Okay. Made the flip side first, then you get your answers. Also, on the Boza header, where was the team on the follow-up? Everyone was just watching. I wouldn't say everyone was watching. The man headed to the far post, Caicedo buck it out, and then we reacted first. Hector got to the ball, flicked it onto the man hand, and the man never gave away a penalty, Charles. So I don't know. Second half is starting out. This time it looks like Venezuela is playing the mind games. Mexico is out and ready. Venezuela just now walking out. So second half still nil all, people. Give me your predictions for the second half. Looks like Mexico will be making a sub. Cesar Montes, the captain, surprisingly is coming off, and Israel Reyes is coming on. So a like-for-like sub there on the back line. Israel Reyes will be back there partnering Johan Vasquez on the back line. And I'm trying to see, did they make a mistake on the substitution? Because I'm very surprised that Montes is coming off here. So Montes, that's probably an injury substitution. He is off. And on comes Israel Reyes for his first appearance in the competition. So somewhat like for like there. Of course, Montes is a giant, so he's not as big as him. So they lose a bit there. Rondon might like the looks of Montes being gone. One sub for Venezuela, and I'd be shocked if it's not the number 25 Bayo coming off for Caceres here. Bayo was extremely quiet. No, it's not Bayo, people. Bayo survives. So who did he take off? Was it Savarino, the number 7? Let's see if I can see who. All right, so they haven't updated SofaScore yet. And they haven't shown me on the screen who Caceres has entered the field of play for. I don't see Savarino out there, so they did take off the number 7, Savarino. And that should be a foul on Jimenez, and it is. And now John Ferrer there. It's a free kick to Venezuela. So Caceres looks like he has dropped into that double pivot role with Jose Martinez and Yangel Herrera, who was giving the ball away quite a bit deeper in midfield, looks to have pushed up a little more into the attack. Herrera looks like he's not running the best. It looks like he might be playing through some kind of knock. Because I've seen this player play a few times this season at Girona. Of course, the surprise package this year in the in La Liga. And he was a big part of their squad, starting a huge bulk of the games this season for them. I think the only time he really wasn't around when he was injured. But yeah, very solid midfielder. To me, doesn't look 100%, not really moving that freely. Did chip in with 5 goals on the season. So can give you goals from midfield as well. And I think he actually is a bit better in this role that he's playing now right in behind Rondon. And I think in his with his physical condition, it makes sense because he was struggling to cover the ground in that first half. Looks like out of possession though, they're dropping back into more of a 4-3-3. Herrera drops back a little deeper. Bayo and Soteldo flanking Rondon. But here's Mexico down the right side. Trying to overload again, but it's well dealt with by Venezuela. Here's Soteldo, tricky player down that left flank. He goes back all the way now to Navarro. Navarro with a good pass into the middle. Here's Caceres, the substitute. He finds Herrera. Herrera turns out of trouble and advances now into midfield. Good pressure from behind there from Rodriguez, who takes it away from him. Here is Antuna. Antuna goes back to Rodriguez, and he finds Chavez now, who has taken the armband. Captain on the field is Luis Chavez. He finds Quinones, who's come in field. Drops it back to Chavez again. Here's Arteaga. Arteaga finds Quinones. Quinones back to Chavez. Chavez thought about a pass in midfield to Romo, but he goes back to Vasquez. Vasquez now to Reyes, the substitute. It is the perfect vacation spot. You're right. Bobby family was there. Yeah, I know. I saw cases in a thing because I saw them in the crowd with him watching the first game. So I know his family was there. And even in that week after the qualifiers, I saw him and his family doing things in Jamaica together as well. So, you know, yeah, the team should have utilized this time, man. Jams the man don't come for summers. Yeah, man, love him. Some of them must be. Only one summer him forward and Apollo, then he went missing 7 days after. Yeah, well, I remember that time. I think it was like pre-planned that he was only gonna be there for like 2 out of 3 games or something like that. I remember hearing about that or some crap. All right, guys, I love it too much. I'm officially gone now. Nah, man, you're not left fresh. You're gonna stay around till the end, man. Don't lie to yourself. Those videos about Manu and everything will be there afterwards, man. You soon cut out, man. 1 10-minute cameo and goal versus Suriname, but didn't play versus Mexico. Yep. Yeah, he wasn't even in the team, bro. Yeah, he was gone. I think wasn't that. Oh no, you're talking about the Mexico. That's the Nations League stuff. Yeah. So we played Suriname twice, and then we played Mexico at home. So Suriname away, then Suriname at home, which I believe he played both of those games or was involved in both of those games. And then by the next window, when we played Mexico in the third game of that group, he wasn't there. That was the game when Bailey scored. Soteldo, ooh, good save from Julio Gonzalez. Romo goes long, but it's way away from Santi Jimenez. Couldn't really find him there. Osorio chases. So that was another good strike there by the Venezuelans. Soteldo, the dangerous one on that left flank, dipped his shoulder, got around the outside and struck with the left foot. But strong hands from Gonzalez to beat it away. Here's Venezuela. Good ball again from Navarro. Good ball again from Soteldo. And he's Rondon's on the end of it. He has Vasquez in front of him. Goes for the shot. The ricochet. Oh, and this pinball is going everywhere, but in the end, it ends up in the arms of Gonzalez. So Venezuela showing some good intent on these last 2 attacks. Navarro with a crisp pass to Soteldo, who turned quickly, played a reverse pass to Rondon. Rondon tried the shot. The pinball went everywhere, and then it deflected out to Herrera, who took a shot himself, was deflected again, and then gobbled up by Gonzalez. But that was a good chance there. Good play from Venezuela. Got the ball to Rondon at the top of the box. He shaped like he was going to shoot. Went wide to Soteldo one-on-one. Act like he was going to cut inside, but went down the flank. Had the space for the left foot shot and got it away well. And then a strong hand from the goalkeeper Gonzalez kept it out, or else he was going to be beaten on his near post there. So warning signs for Mexico there. Rondon pretty much ran into the vacated space left by Montes. Reyes was a bit upfield, and Vasquez had to come over and try to stop him there on that play. So let's keep an eye on that relationship between Reyes and Vasquez as we move forward. That's a good ball over the bar. It's a little bit too long for Antuna, though. He applauds the effort, though. Sanchez just miscalibrated that one slightly. A little bit too much power on that one. Yeah, man, Fana, him do like me, man. Him stay away from the reggae boys fall out for the evening, you know. You know, say enough dance I keep a man a cuss and a call in and a beat everything, but I'm gonna let it digest. I'm gonna watch it one more time, and tomorrow I will be back, people. I'll do a dedicated post-match show where we go through all the metrics, all the stats, all my personal analysis as well, and we'll do a interactive player rating session as well, and just kind of close that chapter of that Jamaica Ecuador game that we just saw. Here's Soteldo coming in the box. He finds Randa on top of the box. He shoots with the left foot. Ooh! And that wasn't struck beautifully, but took a deflection and went just wide of the far post. So Randon getting closer and closer. Venezuela getting closer and closer. This was poor from Mexico. Unnecessary mistake, playing out the back. Reyes flat-footed, couldn't get the pass. Randon one touch out of his feet and then swivels and hits it with the left foot. And it did take a deflection off of the nearest defender, which was Vasquez, but that deflection almost took it right into the goal. And Gonzalez was scrambling back to get that out of there. Makes sense, Star, man. Them nearly mad me over. I get for hate YouTube, Star. Yeah, fan of mine that it can happen, you know, when things don't go Jamaica's way and you tune into about 10 minutes of any program. It don't even matter who for program. If you just pre the comment section for a 3 minute, the amount of things you say, brother. Yeah, man. And some of it is valid, you know, but we feel like at times people just want to say the most sensational thing, forget a forward in the chat them. You know, if you feel a certain way, you know, explain yourself. Nobody just fire the coach, you know, like think it through. If we fire the coach, people, where we all get money from to get the next coach before World Cup? We won't have it. We'll have to pay off this coach, and then, you know, we won't have the budget to get another coach, and then we'll end up with a coach that we don't even want, even worse than Hal Grimson, more than likely. So, yeah, we have to look. The good, I guess, the only positive, really and truly, is as Travis did say earlier. You know, this coach has had one objective. Well, a couple of objectives. One, get to the World Cup. That's number one. Number two, get the FIFA ranking better, right? Number three, Quinones, that should be a penalty. Has to be. Yeah, man. Quinones was the wrong side of the player. Arumburu did really well to get in front of Quinones there. He was trying his best to get around the Venezuelan attacker, but he couldn't do so. And that's a stonewall penalty. Had to be given. Had to be given. I think the Venezuelans want a card. Here's the genesis of that play. Good 1-2 there. Caceres, the substitute, finding him, and Quinones was in danger. Once that ball got through, he knew it. He's pulling on his shoulder from the beginning. And then he did well to get his foot back in front there. And you have to call that foul. Quinones is going through the player. Thought he could win it, but you know, that's the danger in some of these systems when you force your wingers, because Quinones is a true winger, to come back and have to defend. Sometimes they can get a bit clumsy there, and that was just smart play by the fullback, working hard to get himself back in front of Quinones after being pulled back. Soteldo holding it. He hands it off to the big man now, Salomon Rondon. Mexican fans with hands on heads. Venezuelans are already crying in the crowd. They haven't even scored yet. That's the passion that these fans have. So let's see, people. Let's see. Man, them say Grimo can't manage the team. Man, them suspend Bailey and them good enough play for us ever again. Jamaicans just unruly, yeah, man. Real talk, but everyone's saying fire the coach. Yeah, I don't have to be on the programs to tell you that. But no, everybody has said that. But nobody not thinking of the repercussions of firing the coach. And Solomon Rondon here, looking to run up. I don't have the play-by-play on my screen, so I don't know. I know it's a bit ahead. And Rondon tucks it away beautifully, as a veteran would. Venezuela takes the lead 1-0. So a lot of people had Venezuela maybe finishing last in this group or third. and they currently are atop the group with 6 points in the live standing. So big result here for Venezuela so far. We're in the 57th minute, and they take the 1-0 lead in a more partisan Mexican crowd, but there are quite a few Venezuelans mixed in as well. So good turnout for their fan base. And Rondon made no mistake there, giving the keeper the eyes, looked one way, sent it the other way, and the 34-year-old tucks it away calmly for a 1-0 lead to Venezuela. Yeah, man, good penalty. Right, Jason, where I'll get money for pay a great coach? We won't have it, because the money that we would have had would go to the coach paying him, because we have to pay off the man. You see me? So I don't think that even makes sense, people. Mexico fans are going to ball fire the coach too. Yeah, well, my prediction for this group was a bit crazy. Well, not crazy, but I had Ecuador winning, Venezuela second, Jamaica third, Mexico fourth. And I predicted that Mexico would probably get no more than a point or two in this tournament. And after that, they would get rid of Lozano, because the Mexican Federation can pay a severance package and still get another coach. And even if they go with a I guess you'd say a cheaper option, like a local coach of some sort, their league is at the quality where they could find quality coaches in their league anyway. So it's not a big deal. We don't have that luxury in Jamaica. We have to go outside to get quality. Oh, Herrera, good challenge on the ball. That's a big collision head to head there. The ref has not seen it yet. I think Vasquez might be bleeding. Herrera might be bleeding as well. But that was just two players with eyes for the ball just going hard, People, I'm not going anywhere, okay? I'll be right back. I just need to shut off my camera for one moment. Yeah, sorry about that, people. I forgot to sort out something real quick. All right, but we are back, people. We are back, and the action is back on as well. So Mexico now will have to go for this one. As of now, right now, the live standings show Venezuela first, Ecuador second, and if the table was to stay the same on this last day, Mexico would be out in third, people. Of course, there's no third place going through in this one. Double sub now for Lozano. Going for it. Here's Alexis Vega coming on for Rodriguez. He will probably play just off the striker Jimenez, and I think Jimenez actually will be coming off as well. And here comes Gerardo Martinez, the giant. Could see them pumping some more long balls, trying to get more crosses in the box now. Even though I don't know why they don't cross to Santi Jimenez, because he is a danger on crosses too. But they seem to be a bit more reluctant when he's there. Maybe we'll see more of that now. Here's Israel Reyes. He finds Vasquez. Vasquez now building. Vasquez goes long and wide to Antuna. He heads it inside. Jaime Lozano really likes Antuna. He never comes off. Soteldo, tricky player again. Good feet to get it back to Navarro. And he's upended, but the ref says nothing. Rondon with a good shielding, but it only bounces off of him for a throw. Jorge Sanchez to take it. He throws in field to Romo. Romo flicks it back to Sanchez. Sanchez looking good ball to Vega. Vega controls nicely. Good covering here by the substitute Caceres. and he is eventually fouled by Vega. Very good play from Caceres. Just waited it out. When he went for that burst around him, quickly got his body in front. Momentum couldn't stop, and Vega runs him over for the easiest foul call. So free kick to Venezuela, and they will take their time. Roma looking to go long. People trying to get closer to Rondon, who I'm sure will be the target. He goes long. Rondon gets under it. Can't get the flick that time. Roma wins the header. Second ball taken by Chavez. Chavez goes wide to Arteaga. Arteaga turns it back to Chavez again. Chavez turns back now to Johan Vasquez. Vasquez looking in midfield. Roma clears the space. He advances. Now he goes to Reyes. Reyes had his hand up, looking for the diagonal, doesn't use it. Romo finds a pocket, plays it one time to Sanchez. Sanchez goes wide to Antuna now. Romo again, always present. Good flick over the top. Here's Sanchez looking for a cross. Can't get it off. Tries the second attempt. And then Antuna fouls somebody. Yes, it is called. Hey! And Vega loses his mind there, pushes him down. And of course, he will go down as if his face was punched. So the South American acting school in full effect here. The referee not buying that his face is messed up. But I think he is going to card Vega here because it was very egregious to push. But the Venezuelan did kind of initiate everything. So after the play, Vega is running back and Navarro stands, gives him a bit of a shoulder nudge, and then Vega has had enough and pushes him over. And then the way this man dropped back and flipped is crazy. But Vega did get the yellow card as I suspected. Not sure if it was a double yellow, but we'll find out. I know Vega got the yellow though. I saw him get the yellow. Let's see if Navarro gets one too. I've actually been really impressed with this left back Navarro. Very, very good passing under pressure. Break the lines, crisp pass to feet. Yeah, man, I like this player, this left back Navarro. I'm gonna start tracking this player. Let's see how old he is. I've been impressed with him today. He's been a good player for them. Let's see. So I'm like watch football, people. You always in a game will find 2-3 players where you never know before. And then you say, damn, these players are good, So yeah, that's definitely happening with this guy Navarro for me. Doing really well. Let's see, Venezuela. Miguel Navarro plays for Talleres. He's 25 years old. He's on loan. He's on loan from Colorado Rapids right now at Talleres. And Talleres, I believe, is a club in Argentina. And okay, so they play in the top division in Argentina. So he's in the Argentine league on loan from the MLS Colorado Rapids. I'm not sure why Colorado would loan out this guy. I'm positive he would start for them if he was there. Good throw into the box. Rondon tried to get a flick on it to Bayo, but couldn't quite get the contact. Gonzalez starts with a throw wide to Sanchez. Actually, that is Reyes. Reyes back to Sanchez now. Sanchez a bit more central than usual. Going upfield, finds Vasquez in the center circle. Venezuela kind of dropping back now into somewhat of a low block. 66 minutes on the clock. They have done a lot of running. So it's probably to be understandable that it's falling into a bit more of a shape right now. Don't think they should drop too deep though. I think they do need to engage Mexico at least in this part of the pitch right here at midfield, going into the attacking third. But here's Quinones. He finds Chavez. Chavez had no space really to maneuver, and Herrera blocked him on the sideline, and it's out for a throw. Herrera again looking down at his leg, telling you this guy has a lot more to offer to this team, but he does not look to be 100%. Rondon tried to flick on, wanting Herrera to make a room move for him, but again, he just doesn't have the energy. He doesn't have the movement. Looks to be running with a slight limp as well. So he just really playing based off of his presence in this team. I think Venezuela knows he's one of their best players, so the coach thinks, a 75% Herrera might be better than some others. Good strike from distance by Vasquez, but it's blocked. Rondon with a good turn. Can't win it though. Good second effort from Mexico to win it back. Here's Arteaga now going forward. Bayo chasing. Goes wide to Quinones. Good cut inside. He's looking for the shot angle. Can't get it. Here's Romo. Good pressing. Look at Herrera there. That's one thing. When I watch Jamaica play too many times, that second effort isn't there. And both of these teams just have, it's nothing but second efforts for both of these teams. They might get beaten initially, but they all chase back. They don't want any shots to go off in front of their box. They get tight when a man receives it in midfield. Good cross from Arteaga, controlled by Quinones. He's trying to get somewhere to shoot. Here's Romo. Romo plays a clip ball to Antuna. Antuna jumps well, wins the first ball. Second ball won by Vega. Now it's going to be cleared by Navarro. Big boot up field. Rondon chasing. This is going to be dangerous. Good first header from Rondon. Vasquez got a bit panicked and had to clear over his head. This should be won by Arteaga. He tries to hit it back to Chavez, but it's short. Good hustle from Bayo winning that one. Good ball inside to Herrera. Herrera is wide open. Plays a ball to the other side to Soteldo. Again, loose pass there from Herrera. Passing has really been off today for Yangel Herrera. Very unlike him. Here's Quinones now. Game getting a bit stretched. He's looking inside. Whips it in. That's a good ball. And it had to be dealt with by Romo. Martinez is saying he got pushed in the box, trying to get on that header. Not sure he'll get that one. But because he ran across the keeper could not sell out. He had to wait for him to not get contact, and that almost beat him with the curl. Very, very good delivery from Quinones there. Had everything right, the direction, the height, the pace. Well dealt with though by the keeper, and it's out for a corner. Here's Chavez now as Mexico ramp up the pressure. Good corner. It's cleared by the leader, Salomon Rondon, back defending. It will be a throw in to Mexico on the right side. Jorge Sanchez over there to take it now. Looks like a lot of the Mexican fans did buy the new jersey. They have on the jersey. Mexico is wearing this gray kit with the lime green flashes. And that's a loose pass, but Romo deals with it. Here's Quinones now. Quinones looking again. Similar delivery to before, a bit higher though. And that was left by Navarro, I think. Mexico, of course, claiming that he did get a touch, but it's not given. But here's the replay of the cross. Brilliant shape on that ball from Quinones, who I think has been pretty good today. Very lively. Good cross from Quinones. Of course, he gave away the penalty. And that's just, one of those where typically the forward won't get it, but it was a bit of a push there, if we're being honest. Just one of those things where I think defenses are usually given a bit more leeway to play a bit more rough in those instances, Jamaica just create history by scoring. Most humble country would celebrate that. Not Jamaica. Jamaica proud your fret. How happened? I want to miss SAAS. I want to say YouTube delete my comment. Why them delete your comment? Why you do? Mexico got Ecuador next. These men are screwed. Yeah, I had the South American teams forwarding out of this group, man. Just based on what I was seeing from Mexico leading up to this, because I don't think this Mexico team is firing like they could. And Bale lasted 70 minutes. On the ball was not the best, but did put in a shift work rate wise. So, coach, me not kill you. I wanted him to come off halftime, but I see why you leave him on. This man worked hard on the field. Just didn't give me the quality that I needed, though. Bayo substituted off. Entering the field of play is another legend from Venezuela, Darwin Machis. Used to be in La Liga. I don't know if he's still there. Let me check. Another one of Venezuela's players that people that follow world football should know. Yeah, he's at Cadiz now, formerly of Granada and Valladolid as well. Actually, was on loan at Cadiz. Will return to Valladolid basically when this tournament ends. So Darwin Machis, 31 years of age now. I'm getting a little bit up there in age, but a very talented winger and one that can play midfield as well, in a wide role. So we'll see where he plays. Here's Navarro. Again, I think he's had a great performance at left back, and that ball was out. Randon knew it was out, but still kicks it away to waste some time anyway. That was just great movement on that play for the penalty. Instead of watching his pass, the right back got going. So Antuna is substituted finally. Cesar Huerta enters the field of play. More than likely, Huerta will be playing somewhere in the midfield, and Alexis Vega will take up that right wing spot now. Or maybe it could be a system change as well. No, it looks like Huerta is going to play down that flank. I don't think Huerta is the similar type of player, though. He's going to want to use 1-2s and things of that nature, and not really going to go down the flank like Antuna would, which is a bit strange to remove the more natural winger when you have brought on your giant striker. So I don't know if I agree with that sub by Lozano there. I was calling for Antuna to come off because he was not playing that great, but now you've taken off the natural width on that side. Maybe the idea is Huerta will cut infield, and then the overlap can come from Sanchez to provide the crossing. But I don't know. I don't know if I would have taken off Antuna then. Antuna is a fit player, so I know he wasn't tired. He just sprint off the field full speed a while ago. And with the striker they have on now, I would want a more natural winger to be out there. But let's see what Huerta can bring. I know he normally likes to operate more in the half space and things of that nature. Not really the fastest player. So yeah, let's see how this works out with him on that right side. So a little pinball going on now in the midfield. Chavez cools thing down and goes back to the keeper. He plays Vasquez. So the shots have evened up. There was a big disparity in that first half. It was 7-2 at one point in the shots. Now it's total shots 8 for Venezuela, 9 for Mexico, and both have 2 on target. Here's Quinones now, directing traffic. He finds Arteaga. Here's Romo. Romo looking. Tries a through pass, but it's cut out by Darwin Machis, the fresh legs. He clears it, but not as far as he would like. Arteaga kept it in. Now it's chested down to Arteaga. Arteaga, Vega shows now short. Vega goes into the middle to Roma. Roma looking at a shot. Doesn't decide to shoot. Chest. Ooh, a good clip ball by Roma. Taking on the chest of Sanchez. And that should be a foul on Martinez, I would think. Yeah, he jumped with his arms outstretched. Give him a yellow card, no ref, man. They can't attack you every time you make a call, man. Calm down the team, man. So the ref is taking a lot of abuse from the players, not really calming them down in any way. The Mexican fans looking a bit concerned now, a bit more concerned than they were before. I don't know if you noticed the same thing, but I noticed everyone wants to use the Tapper brush to paint Coach Hallgrimson. When everybody gave Tapper enough time to fix things, but nothing was done, and we had to. Yeah, that's true. And we had to pull the plug. Yeah. South American acting school is in effect. Look like. Okay. Are you chop off your own comment? Ecuador play Mexico next. Ecuador are gonna massacre Mexico 5-0. Damn. So you think it's gonna be that bad, Simba? Jeez. 5-0? Boy, I don't know if they're gonna get 5, But I think Ecuador will be the favorites. They had a graphic on the screen today say Ener Valencia only going to miss the Jamaica game. I don't know why. I thought straight red would be 2 games, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Apparently he'll be back, but I'm not sure how true that is. Or you don't know why they did. Oh, I don't know. I don't have stream elements over here. I know sometimes when you have stream elements and you put a all caps comment, it will think you're a cuss or something and don't make it show and block it. So, but I don't have that. So I don't know why that would happen to you. Romo in space at the top of the box. He has a chance to shoot and the ball just couldn't calm down for him. Got stuck under his feet initially, got it out and looked like it kind of bounced up on him when he went to strike. Couldn't get his feet over it or his knee over it either. And that was that. So Quinones has now been removed for Orbelin Pineda. Looks like he's rearranging some things. Let's see. So it's a straight swap so far. Orbelin is taking Quinones' spot on that left side. Huerta on the right side, and they have Vega just in behind Martinez up front. So really more like a 4-2-3-1, or really, I guess really it's still a 4-3-3 in a way, but it's more like a 4-2-3-1 because you got Huerta one side, Vega through the middle, Romo and Chavez kind of deeper. But right now, they're really just kind of attacking. Here's Huerta. He finds Romo. Romo with a good clip ball, but as I said earlier, that's not the speed of Huerta of Antuna anymore. Huerta, while not the slowest player in the world, definitely don't have the speed of Antuna. And they're showing the penalty again from Rondon. And the Venezuelan man in the crowd that was crying before the kick let out even more tears after it went in. Yeah, I thought so too, but I found it strange that they said red card missing this game today. Like, I don't know why they didn't say we'll miss the rest of the group stage. But yeah, it should be two, unless the rules are different in the Copa, which I don't think they would be. So yeah, I don't think he'll be back. But to be totally honest, the brother Rodriguez that played today was a handful. I mean, he was all over the place. So, I mean, yeah, he don't have the quality of Valencia, but I mean, he'll still be a threat. And even Caicedo didn't get much time because the game didn't require. I think he's a threat too. So they're not short of attacking options at striker, to be honest. Valencia, yes, is the talisman, but it's not like there's a giant drop off to the other guys. You know what I mean? They're serviceable as well. Rondon is a bit tired now. Couldn't really stretch for that one. Mexico now building again in attack. Here's Arteaga. Now, what Venezuela need to do is make sure they don't drop too deep right now, because you can see the spaces opening up in midfield. Here's Orbelin Pineda. Brilliant pass. That's to the far post. And Chavez. What a tackle by the number 4 there, who got fouled when Venezuela won their penalty. Chavez was running in to tap it in after a brilliant ball from Pineda over the top. Was put back across by Sanchez all along the ground. Here's Pineda again. Tries it again to Sanchez. This one's too deep though. Sanchez saw it early and chased it down before it went out. Here's Sanchez, tricky feet. Looking for a pass. No look pass, but he should have looked. This goes back to Roma. Roma to Huerta now. And that's given away. That's given away. Here comes Martinez, full of energy out of the defensive midfield, going all alone by himself. He wants to score a goal. Oh, he still has it, people. That's brilliant, brilliant hold-up play. Now it gets to Soteldo. This is who should have it now. Here's Soteldo in the box. He plays it across. He's wide open at the top of the box. Here's a shot. And Caceres drags it wide. But that was brilliant play from Jose Martinez, the Philadelphia Union midfielder. Won it in his own third, our own defensive third, and dribbled it all the way into the other box, taking on 3 Mexicans and holding the ball up for some others to join him in attack. So brilliant midfield play there from Jose Martinez. A mainstay in that midfield for Philadelphia Union. Here's Arteaga. He goes wide to Orbelin. Orbelin, good step over. Beats one. Trying to beat the second now. Tries to go through. Machis upended him, and somehow there was no call there. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I know the Mexicans, the Venezuelans pitched themselves on the ground a lot, but Machis just took out the player there. I'm not sure how that wasn't given. And now we have 2 substitutions from Venezuela. We have Rondon forwarding off, which makes perfect sense. This man is very tired at this point. The number 9 who is coming on, very, very good player. Cadiz. I saw this guy play in the first game. I saw this guy playing the first game. He came on at halftime, I want to say, and he did a really good job in that first game against Ecuador. And Soteldo and Rondon both put in a great shift today. Cadiz and Angel now entering the field of play. I think Angel is a much more defensive option. As a matter of fact, yes, Angel has gone right into the center back role. So now they're playing a true back five. Osorio, Ferraris is still out there, and now they're joined by a big central defender, Wilker Angel. Good cross from Arteaga. Oh, and that goes through to Huerta. Huerta drops it back, and they're going to say, and Mexico is appealing and appealing for red cards and not red cards, but handball. And let's see, what are they saying here? They said his hand was in his chest. This man is holding his face now. The Mexicans are losing their mind. This reminds me of Jamaica trying to get the penalty before. All right, me listen it soon, fresh. Are you talk about the Babsy thing? Me did see that earlier, you know. Private interest one. Yeah, that's not a handball. Man, elbow in him belly and hit him elbow. Your boy Chippy a post workout pic. Still no security in sight. Probably the worst looking Mexican team I've seen. Yeah, a lot of people. Okay, the voice note. Yeah, man, me soon listen it, man. I mute my mic and okay, me overstand now. Me overstand what I go on now, fresh. Me overstand. Jano Star. And but didn't that hit him in the face? Yo, if this is given, I quit. Because it's the same thing with the Jamaica match. The same Ross thing. They're going to give it, you know. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, I am done. I'm done with this game. I'm done with football. I don't understand football anymore, people. Why is that a penalty and not the Jamaica one? Why? It's the same exact thing. Unnatural, unnatural, unnatural hand position. The same exact thing. And the ball ricochet and hit the man in his face afterwards, and them give the penalty. Now the same thing. Bro, what can someone tell me the difference? Can somebody tell me the difference between that and what we seen at the Jamaica game? Anybody? Is it because Hector never did a face him goal, or like him never shoot to the goal? Like, what is it? What is it, bro? I hope Mexico miss this rarity, you know. I swear. So it has a miss on the screen, but Ana Sanchez keep the penalty. Right, me not trust that play by play, you know, it don't make no sense. Pineda line up to take the penalty to talk about him miss. Bro, I don't know what the difference is, bro. It's the same play, bro. The same play. All right, me now look on the screen because me now want to see, me now want to get it. Me now want to know what happened. All right, here's Pineda running up now to take it. And it's saved! Brilliantly done. The football gods are watching. You don't deserve that. Well done. Well done, Romo. Well done, Romo. Well done, Romo. What you mean? Well done, youth. Vega crosses now. Here's Huerta. Huerta wide. Cuts inside. Good shot on the left foot. Romo clears. Didn't know much about it. Just wanted to make sure he didn't let it go in. So it goes out for a corner kick. Good tricky feet there from Huerta on that right side. Whipped in. Well won there by the substitute. Oh, and that hit the referee. And it has to be a drop ball to Mexico. Inadvertent there. Couldn't do much. Yeah, man. Ball don't lie in basketball. That's the same thing. The ball don't lie in football neither. Because the man don't deserve that penalty then, none at all. Or I shouldn't say them don't deserve it, but because Jamaica never get for them one, them don't forget that neither. Go ahead. And that's good play there on the wing by the substitute. So there is now 1 minute plus stoppage. And Yanhel Herrera will be coming off now for Macoun. Herrera, to me, definitely try hard to get through this game. I don't think he's 100% fit, but he's giving his all for his country in this competition and lasted 89 minutes today. I'm sure he'll tell you he could do better on the pitch, but I am convinced that he has an injury, people. I think he's a much better player than what he's showing. All right, so Christian Macoun enters the field of play. So basically, they have pushed Navarro a bit up out of the left wing back role. He's now playing a bit more advanced. And Macoun has taken up that left wing back role now. So yeah, true back five. Basically a 5-4-1 now for Venezuela, trying to finish off this game. Navarro chasing but won't win it here. Sanchez back to Romo. We are almost into injury time. Good step there from Machis. And then long ball played, but why is it played towards the striker? Played to the corner flag now, sir. Here's Mexico now, trying to go forward. Here's Romo. He plays it wide right to Reyes. It's 6 minutes of injury time. 6 minutes of injury time, people. So Mexico have 6 minutes to salvage something in this game. Arteaga goes wide. Here's Pineda, who's been lively since coming on. Good spin there, but good second effort again by Venezuela. Good tackle. Here's Arteaga. Arteaga looks to cross. It gets deflected. Bounces to Martinez in the box. Oh my gosh, here's Huerta. Oh, Mexico should have scored there, people. I can't lie. It was misplayed on the bounce by the defense of Venezuela. It fell right to Martinez. Good goalkeeping, but then it fell to Huerta, and he finds someone that's on the ground for the block save. Here's Vega now, coming forward. Here's Pineda again on the left side. Too much space. He finds the overlap of Chavez. Chavez with a cutback. Good defending by Venezuela again. And the number 9 here that just came on needs to stop wanting the ball perfect to him, man. Just keep running for the ball. Good tackle by Aramburu. This guy, Aramburu, I was talking about Navarro earlier, but the right back needs some praise too. Good cross, but a good defending again. Here's Navarro now, looking to go forward down the line. That's a good ball into the channel. Can he get there first? No, he can't. And he's all over Reyes there. Fouls him. Jaime Lozano with a smirk on his face there. The forward was like, if I can't get to this, nobody will. Fouls the player. Here's Pineda going forward again. Romo plays it wide. Here's Huerta. Huerta looking. Tries to force one over the top. Doesn't get there. Oh, and that was inadvertent, but nasty there. He had his eyes on the ball. I think he lost his footing and ended up taking out Huerta. But now he's the one cramped up, getting stretched by his teammate here. Why for that? Stretching his legs, people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, he miss it, man. Fresh, me feel like him slipping. I don't think him leaving mean it still. Because him that look on the ball and look like him losing footing. Quinones with his head in his hands knows that this is going to be tough at the end of the game if they can't get a point in this at least. Chavez with a good angle to whip one in. That one's too high and it's right to the goalkeeper. Poor execution there from Chavez. He's got much better in his left foot than that. Here's the replay of the penalty. Pineda didn't look overly confident, if we're being honest, people. Was tucked in the corner nicely, but I don't think, it looked like he was trying to give the keeper the eyes a bit, and he just never really did enough to show him the other way. It looked very obvious about which way he was going to go and his approach to the ball, and the keeper read it as well, got down, and was able to save. Here's Roma in midfield, looking wide. Good challenge by the substitute Macoun. It's going to be a throw into Mexico on that right side. Sanchez throws it back to Romo. Romo now looking in the center circle to Pineda, who is gone infield now to get the ball. Here's Arteaga. He's looking wide, but there's no one there because Pineda is inside. Now they're going down the right side, but Sanchez cuts infield. Now back to the center circle is Johan Vasquez. Vasquez has Arteaga to his left. Arteaga looks further wide now. Here's Vega, who has gone to the wing now. Back to Pineda. Pineda could have played the 1-2, decided not to. Here's Pineda looking for an opening, trying to get a cross in. Good tackle again by Caceres. Caceres has been immense since coming on for this second half. Came on at halftime. Has played really well in that midfield since coming on. And this play would have been a fluke play. Martinez did everything right. Took it on his chest. Romo stayed big, brave, made himself big enough, and then Huerta just needed to find somewhere, anywhere, to put that ball, lift it a little bit along the ground. He ended up hitting a defender that was on the ground. It's a good cross to the back post. Martinez fixed the cross. Oh, and that was brilliant defending again from Osorio. Somehow got his body in front after Martinez was able to flick it back across with his head. Roma was running in to tap it in. Looked like it was going to be a goal. But again, the second effort of these Venezuelan defenders getting in the way. Here's the whipping by Chavez. Chavez. Ooh, Vasquez tried to get his foot on it. Vega tried to cross. It's blocked. Boy, one thing, Mexico, give up, brother. The man, they might try everything. Vega now from the other side. Whipping it in with the right foot this time. Wait, the first round is today, or she just pull out and not run the trials at all? I'm not even pre when Jamaica trials is, Oh, here's boy, you're brave this, so Amaburu. And the man win it and win the goal kick. Yo. That brother, yeah, do him thing in the number 4 right back. Me that give all the praise to the left back, but the number 4, like him, I say, yo, don't forget about me, Me I do my thing too, I forgot to check where this ball I play to. Because the man I play well. Aramburu. Okay, so he's at Sociedad B last season. Looking to go to the main team after this summer. Only 21 years of age. So, yeah, this guy, one for the future, people. Aramburu. Wouldn't be surprised if you see him playing on a bigger team in years to come. Having an excellent performance. Him and the left back Navarro, I think. playing really well. Navarro don't have as high a score, but I think Navarro doing excellent as well in number 15. So the two fullback them doing really well for me. Goalkeeper definitely going to have a high score with the penalty save and saving everything else as well. And Mexico has reserved to just trying to fight everyone at this point. And we're into the 97th minute of 6 minutes of injury time. So this one should be over any time now. Okay, it's this weekend, but she has pulled out. Damn. Probably for the best, bro. She don't look healthy at all. Jaime Lozano pretty much resigned to the fact that it's over. And there it is, people. Venezuela, 2 games, 2 wins, 6 points in this group. And that is brilliant. And of course, it is kicking off now. Yeah, just Venezuela get away from them, bro. There's no need to fight them. There's no need to fight them. Mexico shouldn't fight. We don't have no reason. Just celebrate. Let them vex. Just celebrate, bro. The Mexicans will not leave it alone. They're coming to fight these guys. Venezuela doing well to keep their heads. So why are they acting like them can't celebrate on the field? What them for the go home and celebrate? Yo, let them and them celebrate, yo. Did someone get a red card at the end? Mexico good forget some red card at the end, you know. So a big win there for Venezuela, people. Big win. Who had Venezuela winning this group? At least I can say I had them advancing. I didn't have them winning, but I had them advancing. And with 6 points, they're pretty much assured, barring getting killed by Jamaica by a lot of goals, of getting through to the next round, you know? Yeah, there's yeah, so they're through, definitely. Whether first or second, that's the only thing left to find out. Ecuador plays Mexico. So basically, as of right now, Mexico needs a win in that game to get out of this group. Ecuador can draw that game and get through. Jamaica holding on to the thinnest of hopes, really and truly. Really, there's no scenario that Jamaica gets through now because Ecuador playing Mexico. So one of them going to get up. Either them get a point or one of them get 3. 2 of them can't get 0. So that win by Venezuela eliminated Jamaica. So maybe now we can see any kind of lineup in the last game. Just give everybody a run out here, coach. Well, my battery about to die at the perfect time. So listen, people. That was quite an excitement at the end of that game with the penalty save and all these things. That was a really, really fun game of football to watch. Took my mind off of the Reggae Boys game for a little bit. Of course, we had a bit of that creeping in through the chat and thing, and we had to talk about it a bit. But yeah, man, glad that I did this live stream with everybody. Put me in a better spirit. You know, Jamaica is out, so that's not the best. But if we're being honest with ourselves, people, we weren't going to beat this Venezuela team by 3-4 goals, which is what we would need. So I would have been even worse if we win the last game 1-0 and just don't get through 1 goal difference. Would have even more upset. So listen, clean slate. Coach can try any damn thing he want. I hope the man don't play the same. I hope we try something completely different because why not? What's the point of not at this point, right? Venezuela, I'm sure, having won the group, will probably rest a lot of their players as well. So let's just put out a team and try out some new things, yeah, man. Anyway, people, my machine look like it run out of steam finally. I don't have my charge out here. So let me just make sure I get off of this before it cut off. So people, I just want to say maximum respect to all of the people that would it forward in and hold the vibes with me and watch that game, yeah. As I said earlier, people, just look out for tomorrow. We will definitely be doing a post-match analysis and breakdown of the entire Jamaica versus Ecuador match, full with player ratings and all these things. But yeah, man, this one was a classic one, man. Before I go, let me give this game its credit. and just show you guys what the statistics were looking like. So let me find the game here. Okay, Venezuela, Mexico 1-0. Share my screen. If you're in here still, make sure you have smashed the like button already. Subscribe if you're brand new. I see most of my friends in the building, so I don't think we have any new people now. But yeah, man. Brent, may I ask everybody but you. Somebody drop a super chat on the board. Brent, do not drop a super chat on the board. You can't be the only one to drop super chat every time, bro. But respect as well for you always supporting the channel. But this right here is the stats of the game. Let's see. Expected goals. So Venezuela really. No, Mexico had the higher expected goals, 2.58 to 1.19. Mexico, 61 to 39 possession. 5 big chances created by Mexico and only 1 for Ecuador. I mean, Venezuela, excuse me. I always want to call them man Ecuador. Why? 17 shots to 10 for Mexico. 5 saves for Roma on the Venezuela side. 1 save to the keeper of Mexico. 7 corners for Mexico. Way more passes attempted. Venezuela won the tackle battle 25-16. Let's look at some more metrics here. 5 shots on target to 2 for Mexico. Once hit the woodwork. That was a good shot from Rondon in the first half. Shots inside box. Big chances scored 1. None for Mexico out of the 5 they created. So very, very wasteful on the day. Their fans, their pundits and alike will probably look at the wastefulness of the attack as a reason why they lost this game. Look at the difference in the touches in the penalty area, 42 to 12. Wow. A lot more accurate passes, throw-ins, everything. Final third phase, better accuracy. Entries very close though, 65 to 59. So that means that Venezuela was doing the most with their limited possession. And yeah, that was how this one went, people. Really a very, very entertaining game. For a 1-0 game, there was a lot of action, a lot of talking points. Mexico got a penalty that looked exactly like Jamaica one that they never get, which was crazy. And the ball don't lie, them say, or the football gods never let them get the penalty. Romo picked the right side. Aramburu, solid. Miguel Navarro, solid. The back line, solid. Jose Martinez, I thought, was the best player in midfield for them today. Lasted the entire 90 minutes, never stopped running. Herrera had an off game for him, but I think his presence still meant something to the team. Soteldo was solid. Bayo, while I didn't think was best on the ball, have to give him kudos for his work rate. Savarino was a bit quiet, came off at halftime, which made sense. Rondon did get the penalty goal and was a threat in the Channels all game. So he did well as well. On the Mexican side, Vasquez had the highest score of all the outfield players. Chavez was second. I thought Antuna was decent as well. I thought Quinones was decent as well. Rodriguez never really got into the game enough. Roma was good. Average to good, average to good. But I think Montez, Sanchez on that right side didn't have the best output today. Arteaga was a bit more quiet today as well than in the Jamaica game. And on the substitute side of things, really and truly, Huerta was really the main one that was getting things going. I thought Martinez was a threat though, and he might be kicking down the door to bench Santi Jimenez for this last game, to be honest, because he looked up to be a threat in the box. A couple of times his presence alone caused havoc. So we could see that change coming. Santi Jimenez just can't put his foot right for this national team yet. At this point, I think it's in his head because he's a good player. He just never shows it for this national team. Again, the lowest outfield player on the field again today, Santi Jimenez with a 6.3. So this one, people, before we head out, let me just show you Group B standings. Venezuela topping the group right now, 6 points. Ecuador on 3. Mexico, third place, 3. Not as good a goal difference as Ecuador. And then Jamaica, cellar dwellers, 0 points, 1 goal for, 4 against. So, yeah, we have one more game left in this group, people. Round 3 is going to have Mexico, Ecuador, and Jamaica, Venezuela. Of course, the last game of the group. So those will be happening simultaneously. And that will be on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. So definitely you'll see me before then, but of course we'll be doing a live stream watch along for the Jamaica Venezuela game as well, people. Even though they lost today, we're still going to support the boys on the next game as well. We're in a hurry to come up, fans. We've been around for a long time, so yeah. Mexico done. We out, says Stefan Wright. Good game. Just realized we got eliminated. Yeah, float. We got eliminated. Fan of mine that say, "You mad, Gooner? We still need a win. History we are trying to make." Yeah, me understand that. So I can't win with the other man them. I never did expect if we come out the group. Neither was I. Got to admit, didn't see Venezuela winning. Venezuela playing good in World Cup qualifiers too. Yeah, Brent, that's why I had the CONCACAF teams going out. I thought that those two CONMEBOL teams, while maybe, not the Argentina, the Uruguay, the Colombia, the Brazil, they have been playing good football and beating those teams I just named in qualifiers as well. So, yeah. Yeah, man, it was a wicked match, Caris. Respect for tuning up. Like button mash up already. All right, respect, boss. Gone are the days of Chicharito, Mexico done. The better defensive team won. Yeah, that is true. That was an end-to-end action. Trust me. Yeah, man. Because even though them never take much shot on target, them have whole heap of entry in the game too. Nah, them are gonna just say fire the coach, fire the coach. Fan of mine that most people depend on fire the coach bandwagon. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot in me now to not go on YouTube at least and just show my face and drop some comment because I'm sure people are still out there talking. I might just be a silent watcher tonight. I'm not sure. Everyone want to fire the coach, but I'm giving him time until we have to pull the plug like Tapper. Okay. This shows that ranking at time is not a true reflection of where teams are. That is so true, Stefan, right? They don't really have. It's hard to jump high in the rankings, unless you just beat like in one window. If you're ranked in the 50s and you beat two top 10 teams, you might make a rapid jump. But other than that, it's very hard with the calculations and stuff to get more than like. It's hard to make a huge jump. Very hard. You need a lot of things to happen. All the team them round, you have to lose. And you have to play teams way better than you and beat them. It's so I mean Venezuela might even get through a couple more window, still, up there in World Cup qualifying, and them still not reach, past like 40 or something, And they're clearly a better team than 54 or whatever they rank now. So Jamaica eliminated, Venezuela advanced. It's official. Why would we fire the coach? Though beat him, yes, but why we need to fire him? Yeah, I wouldn't fire him because there's no replacement in place, which means we have to pay him severance package, which means we're not gonna get no other people. Yeah, man. So, bro, it's crazy, bro. All right, Simba, big up yourself. You subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Love the content as usual. I'm out. Got to be up in 7 hours. All right, boss. Get your rest. Don't know tomorrow is the next day. We have some freedom in the tomorrow, so I'm not really too worried about the timing. So yeah, but I am gonna get off now, people. My machine is crying out for some battery life, and I don't have my charger out here. So I'm gonna go and charge up this laptop, people. Bless up on yourself. Thanks so much for being here. All the people that did pass through, all the people that would stay and just stay with me through this exciting game. Respect again, people. Not the best day for Jamaica today, but we move. We have to look on the positive, bright side of things. Not much positives I have for you right this moment, but I'm going to watch the game again. I'm going to sleep on it, and we're going to come back tomorrow with a fresh level head, and we're going to do a post-match show where we'll go through all the things, break down everything, minute 1 to minute 97, whenever the game was done. And we'll talk about all of these things tomorrow in the show, people. So look out for that. I'll create the thumbnail at some point, probably tomorrow morning, and I'll post a time, and look out for me around then within at least 10 minutes of that proposed start time. All right, people. So big up on yourself. Thanks again for the support. Brent Garden, respect again for the super chat where you dropped earlier. And yeah, man, this is the last. Don't sleep on it. Sleep on your bed. All right. Respect, Stefan, right? You are totally correct. I will sleep on my bed. Oh, no. I'm not going to. No. Yo, bless up on yourself, people. At them time, they know everybody I get tired, so them I try to draw you out. So big up on yourself, people. Blessings again, manners and respect, and we out of here, people.